Just a stone throw away from the DePauw campus lies the DePauw Nature Park, a 520-acre park that consists of forests, fields, grasslands, and streams. Between the years of 1917 and 1977, the park was used as a limestone quarry here in Putnam County. I sat down with Brien Holsapple, the park ranger, for more.
But in 1977 they left, so the property pretty much sat idle for, roughly 27, 30 years. And that's what makes the property unique. With it setting idle, a lot of the vegetation came back on the property. And it kind of makes it look somewhat natural. Hanson Aggregates donated the property to DePauw in 2003. Early spring '04 was a Phase 1 construction. But in Phase 1 we got my position in place. The trails were put in place, and DePauw just didn't come in. They've been super cautious about the planning and the developing of the park. And so DePauw, I have to give them a major pat on the back, and still we're real cautious about what we do and how we do it. And the same thing with the buildings. And Phase 1 was the entire spring, summer, fall, early winter of '04.
In 2005, construction began on the Welcome Center and the Field Lab.
Soon after that, plans have already was in effect for the Reflection Center and the Prindle Institute. It's been a long process. It's hard to believe that we're only 8.5 years old, but it's not been a real easy overnight success story. They did not want the nature park to look like your normal state park reservoir property in Indiana. They wanted it to be known for itself, its design, its operation. Our number one focus is education, for you students, to graduate you a little sharper. But we've supplemented in, recreation and inviting the public in. It's something to be extremely proud of. Professors, if they choose, students, if they choose, they can come out here every day. Or, if your class meets a couple times a week, a couple times a week, see students, sitting, drawing, the teachings, professors, writing classes. I've had, 50, 60 third graders sitting here on the floor for some short programs. We've had groups come in for tours, and as far as the nature park reservation system, it is growing rapidly. Everything is growing. It's getting very, very popular, and not just with the university, with the community.
Despite the numerous reasons to come to the nature park, Holsapple was concerned with student participation.
I haven't witnessed a whole lot of mingling, of the student body with the nature park. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to get out of the concrete jungle for just a little bit. Relax, unwind. Don't get stressed out with classes or the workloads of, your education. Stop and smell the roses. Come out to the park.